Good evening, parents, grandparents, family members, friends, distinguished guests, and most importantly, members of the Bellevue High School class of 2025. We welcome you to the 137th commencement ceremony for Bellevue High School. My name is Scott Spiker, and I am proud to be the principal. Here at Bellevue. To the members of the class of 2025, I am forever in your debt. It has been the greatest honor of my educational career to be your principal. It is not easy to go through a principal change your senior year. There's a lot of things you're used to, there's a lot of things you've gone through, and you had to adapt to a lot of change. And you welcome me with open arms every step of the way. We've laughed together. We've loved together. Right now, we're still crying together. And we've celebrated together, and that's what we're here to do tonight. But most importantly, we have restored what it means to have Tiger pride at Bellevue High School. And you are the foundation that made that happen. So here in a few minutes, when you walk out those doors and go to whatever's next, remember to take Tiger pride with you wherever you go. Live your life on purpose. Set goals. Chase dreams. Be organized. And go after those dreams with everything you have. Have respect. I think everyone in this room will agree that this world is woefully short on respect these days. Be the generation that changes that. Have integrity in all that you do. Way back in August, when we first met, we reminded you every day that you represent yourself, your family, this great school, in this great community. No matter where life takes you, do things the right way, especially when nobody's looking. Determination. Being from this great community has given you a grit that few others possess. You were made to do hard things. Life is challenging. But because of your time here at Bellevue, you were built for this moment. You were built to take on whatever life throws at you because you are a Bellevue Tiger. And finally, strive for excellence. Strive for excellence in all that you do. If you're not going to give your best effort, what's the point? As Nick Long said in his Portrait of a Graduate presentation, to sacrifice the gift is to ruin the gift. You have a gift in front of you. Don't waste that opportunity. Strive for excellence in everything that you do. And my hope is the one thing you take away from your time at Bellevue High School in your 1 year with me as a principal is this: no matter what life throws at you, life is going to be full of challenges. They are coming. And you can't control the events of life, but you can always, 100% of the time, control how you respond to them. Respond to them with discipline and respond to them with Tiger pride. I love you, we are proud of you, and we are thankful we get the opportunity to celebrate you tonight. Before we continue, we ask that you stand if you are able and join in the playing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the Bellevue High School Band of Gold under the direction of Mr. Chris Wheeler. And then after the national anthem, we ask that you please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As we just said the Pledge of Allegiance, I think it's appropriate at this time that we recognize our two students who will be enlisting in the United States military after graduation from here at Bellevue High School. At this time, I ask Natasha Martinez and Selena Velasco to please stand. If you are a veteran or currently serving our country, we ask that you please stand if you are able. Natasha and Selena, the people you see standing before you are the people that have gone before you in defense of our country. We love you. We are thankful for your service and your commitment to go take up freedom's cause. We support you all the way, and we wish you the very best on your journey to become United States Marines. At this time, I'd like to recognize some special guests who have joined us to celebrate the class of 2025. Bellevue Independent School Superintendent, Misty Middleton. The chairperson of the Bellevue Independent Schools Board of Education, Dan Swope. Vice chairperson of the Bellevue Independent Schools Board of Education, Jen Owens. Board member, Julie Fisher. Board member, Jenny Hazaris. Board member, Brandon Cowens. We're also joined by Bellevue High School Assistant Principal, Stacy Paff. Bellevue High School Guidance Counselor, Aaron King. Bellevue High School Transition Coordinator, Dave Pelgen. And Bellevue Independent Schools Assistant Superintendent, Tiffany Hicks. Students, you do not arrive at this point in life without gifted educators pouring their soul into you. You have no idea how lucky you are to have such dedicated and caring adults paving the way for you to be here tonight. I ask that all of our staff members please stand to be recognized at this time. At a graduation ceremony, it's customary, to recognize high academic achievement. We do so tonight by designating two students as co-valedictorians of the class of 2025. This year, our co-valedictorians are Jayla Dow and Vanya Grayson Vargas. Our first speaker tonight will be Jayla Dow. Jayla Dow has attended the Bellevue Independent Schools since 2021, having transferred from Holy Trinity and Covington Latin. She has participated in varsity soccer, cheer, volleyball, basketball, softball, and track. She's a member of the National Honor Society, serving as this year's treasurer. She has taken dual credit classes at Gateway and this year at Northern Kentucky University. She's also a member of the Governor Scholar Program this past summer at Morehead State University. Ladies and gentlemen, Please help me give a big round of applause to our first speaker and co-valedictorian, Miss Jayla Dow.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry about that. When I first was told I was giving a speech, I had no idea what I was going to talk about. I could talk about a famous quote that inspired me or give some advice about the future. When I thought about this class, I realized none of that relates to you. Yes, everybody has a famous quote they love, or everybody could use advice on any given day. But none of that screamed me. I decided I just wanted to talk to you all. Have a conversation about our journey, relationships, and growth. Firstly, our journey through high school. Most of you have been at Bellevue your whole lives, while others have come from different schools to be a Bellevue Tiger. Starting out as freshmen, excited to be out of middle school, but nervous for the transition into high school. Moving on to our sophomore year, where friendship solidified and excitement was high. Next, our junior year, where we were just ready to be seniors and get out of high school. And lastly, senior year has come and gone in the blink of an eye. As you look back at those 4 years, remember the good times and the bad, because those times will either be a memory or a lesson learned. Next, our relationships we have made along the way. We all have our little groups of friends, but being able to make a simple connection with each one of you, probably the best thing ever. This year especially, I've been able to connect with almost all of you through Senior Sunrise and the Disney trip. I was talking to people I didn't even know of freshman year. It goes to show that you don't need to know somebody so long for them to impact your life. Meeting every one of you has impacted my life in great ways. We may not have known each other all 4 years, but these past few months of memories, laughing, and even crying will always be in my heart. Lastly, I want to talk about the growth we have made as students. I know most of us are shocked to be sitting in these chairs and graduating, but believe it, we made it. It's not just being able to say, I graduated, but being able to go into the world understanding that you can achieve anything. We have grown into leaders, creative thinkers, and most importantly, unique individuals. With that being said, our growth as students is never over. Go into the world as a student, ready to learn, adapt, and grow. When I first walked into Bellevue freshman year, I didn't think this is where I would be 4 years later. Giving this speech and graduating in front of and alongside people I love and look up to, especially my sister, Jada. This journey has been long and tiring, but we finally made it to the end. Wherever you all go in life, good luck and congratulations, graduates.
Our second speaker tonight is Vanya Grayson Vargas. Vanya's attended Bellevue Independent Schools since 2021, when she came in as a freshman from Southgate Independent Schools. She has participated in varsity track and tennis. She's a member of the National Honor Society, serving as this year's president. She has taken dual enrollment courses at Gateway and at Northern Kentucky University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure I welcome to the stage Vanya Grayson Vargas.
Good evening, everyone. While racking my brain for where to start with this speech, I found that there are 3.8 million students graduating this year. I had to Google that because my first guess wasn't even in the millions. That many graduates made me realize something. I don't know this class as well as I wish I did. This year, none of my courses were at the school, and I was coming into the building maybe once a month. I didn't exactly feel like a part of it. But standing here now, I know I'm still part of this, and I'm incredibly honored to graduate alongside all of you. Over this past year, like many of you, I've realized that our see you laters were very rapidly turning into goodbyes. But I learned that that's not how I wanted to view life. The biggest lesson I've learned in my years in high school is that there's no such thing as working better under pressure. And trying to enjoy this last year just because it was the last year didn't feel right. I enjoyed this last year because I knew I was still here and I belonged to this community, a class of incredibly unique and capable people. When I joined track a couple of months ago with zero running background, and I was almost dead last in all of my races, I was being cheered for louder than anybody else out there on that field. And this school reminded me that I was still part of something bigger. So thank you to the teachers, staff, families, and friends, and thank you to us for being here today. Because to me, we didn't just make it. This is just the beginning, and that's why I'm so excited for what comes next. I'm not here to tell you guys that the time is now. It doesn't matter how many times somebody else tells you that you're bound for success or that you have so much ahead of you, because only you have the power to make that happen. The time is ours, so slow down and don't cram everything in just because you can. Just don't wait to start.
One of the great things about being involved here at Bellevue High School is all the traditions that come with this school. Tradition dictates that this year we are inducting a new member into the Hall of Distinguished Alumni. In order to receive this prestigious award, nominees must meet the following criteria: be a graduate for a minimum of 10 years, have a significant contribution to his or her community, have achievements beyond the realm of athletics, and a lifelong commitment of service to our community. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the superintendent of the Bellevue Independent Schools, Mrs. Misty Middleton.
Good evening. As Mr. Spiker said, the Distinguished Alumni Award recognizes Bellevue Independent graduates who've made a significant contribution to society and has demonstrated a lifelong commitment to excellence in service to the community, state, or nation. Dr. Michael Vossmeyer is a 1971 graduate of Bellevue High School and credits the school with laying the foundation to his entire medical career. While a student at Bellevue, there wasn't much he didn't do. A few of his activities include varsity basketball, drama club, honor society, honor roll all 4 years, Latin club, student council, vice president of his senior class, and something I found very interesting, he was the High magazine salesman his junior year. During a 43-year and counting career as a pediatrician, Dr. Vossmeyer has distinguished himself in his field. After graduating from high school, Dr. Vossmeyer attended the University of Cincinnati, majoring in biology. In 1979, he graduated from the University of Kentucky College of Medicine and completed his pediatric residency at Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center. Initially, he practiced in Northern Kentucky before transitioning to an administrative position. For the last 22 years, Dr. Vossmeyer has worked as a faculty member at Cincinnati Children's and the University of Cincinnati College of Medicine. Currently, he is professor of clinical pediatrics at both Cincinnati Children's and the College of Medicine. He is board certified in both pediatrics and pediatric hospital medicine, and his current clinical work provides care to hospitalized patients at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Over the years, he has cared for over 20,000 hospitalized children, many of whom had complex or complicated medical conditions. Dr. Vossmeyer's academic work has led to numerous publications in peer-reviewed journals and has provided invitations both nationally and internationally for him to present his research and work. He is recognized as a national expert in family and patient-centered care. In fact, his work on patient safety at Children's Hospital led to the development of a pediatric early warning score, which identifies patients at risk for clinical deterioration. And this work has been foundational for improvements in patient safety for our local hospitals and other pediatric hospitals around the country. Dr. Vossmeyer is a recognized leader in clinical education for medical students, pediatric residents, and hospital medicine fellows. He has been a mentor for hundreds of residents, fellows, and junior faculty. Many of these individuals have transitioned to leadership roles at other nationally known pediatric hospitals. For the last 10 years, Dr. Vossmeyer has been the medical director of the Professional Practice Evaluation Program at Cincinnati Children's. This program sets the standards and monitors the professional practice of all members of the Children's Hospital medical staff, and he has been acknowledged by the Joint Commission as one community. It is my honor to award the 2025 Bellevue Independent Schools Distinguished Alumni Award to a very deserving recipient, Dr. Michael Vossmeyer.
Wow. Being in this building brings back many memories. Last time I was standing, actually 50 years ago, here when my little brother graduated. Can't believe so much time has passed since then. Members of the Bellevue High School class of 2025, faculty, I am privileged time this evening. I want to thank the Distinguished Alumni Committee on behalf of Bellevue High School, the Board of Education, selected me for this year's award. This award was unexpected and is greatly appreciated. Indeed, I'm honored to be recognized by Bellevue High School, where so many years ago my academic journey began. Thank you, Mrs. Middleton, kind introduction. Most of what she said about me happened to be after graduation. I want to take just a little bit of time to speak primarily to the class about what Bellevue High School meant to be, to tell a few stories about what happened here that led to and influenced my career over these many years. To start with, I didn't start out as a Bellevue Tiger. I spent the first 3 years of my education, first, second, and third grade, in Dayton as a Green Devil. My mother, who was a Bellevue High School graduate, had decided there was no way that her sons were going to be raised as Green Devils, so we moved to Bellevue so I could be a Bellevue Tiger, and I'm happy to hear about Tiger Pride, that it still exists 50 or 60 plus years after that. I started here in fourth grade, went through Center Street School, and ended up at Bellevue High School in the 7th grade. My academic and journey really began in the 8th grade when my feet hit the ground and I started understanding what this was all about. I ran into a lot of teachers who were really, really important to me over the years. 8th grade science, Mr. Woodward. Now, up to then, science had been okay. It wasn't my favorite subject, but it was okay. But this person taught science different. Taught it hands-on. It wasn't just books. Yes, we used textbooks back then because the internet, online stuff were decades in the future. It was really interesting when we would talk about how plants grow, to collect a leaf collection, and to understand how the pigments change with the weather. This was new science. It was taught differently. I really started to get amazed when he introduced me to something called DNA. Now, all of you know what DNA is, but in the mid-60s, DNA had only been described about 10 or 12 years earlier. But to understand how little molecules, sugar, phosphate, amino acids, put together to create genes which controlled everything in the body was just unbelievable. It blew my mind in the 1960s. Car lots. But I think what really started to engage me in science was when we started to talk about the circulatory system, how the blood moved throughout the body, and especially how it changed from the time of birth to a couple days of age. That ignited my passion for science. That passion just grew over the years, from embryology to biochemistry, and eventually to pediatrics and hospital medicine. That teacher's influence in that little way in the mid-60s led to what became extraordinarily important experiences for me throughout my life. Let's go forward a couple years to 1967. I wasn't the most athletic person in the world, but I decided to try out for football. It's going to be the great experience because, you know, football players were popular and they had girlfriends and all that kind of stuff. Sounds pretty good. So I went out for football. Well, showing up for the first day of practice, calisthenics were pretty easy. The running was pretty easy. So I thought, this football stuff is not all that tough. I think I can do this. We had lunch, came back, started practice. Well, we were going to run some plays, quarterback the ball, and I was tall and lanky at that point, so I was out there on the wide receiver. Coach Pumphrey said, "You can do this, just catch the ball." Well, much to my dismay, the quarterback actually threw it to me. I caught the ball, and immediately when I catch the ball, I got slammed to the ground. Wind knocked out of me, saw stars. It was just horrible. I got up, finished practice, went home, and never went back. I think I decided right then I was more cut out for the academic team than I was the football team. Just a little memory that have brought me many chuckles over the years. Getting to 9th grade, I promise I'm not going to go through 9th grade. Mr. Wilson was a teacher. He was pretty popular in those. He would keep the gym open. Now, the gym was the old gym at the high school, that little cracker box that is still sitting up there. And every lunchtime, he would keep this open. We go down, we play volleyball, basketball. It was better because, of course, there was no cafeterias then. We either had to go home or go across the street to a little deli and get a sandwich. That was lunch. Well, Mr. Wilson had a new type of motivation. He had this long paddle. Paddling was still perfectly legal those years. So whenever we would calisthenics or vaulting box or things like that, if he didn't think you were being motivated or not, he tried the paddle motivation. Bang. Paddle motivation, I became quite good friends over that year. But speaking about motivation, that moves to algebra. Mr. French algebra. He was ex-Air Force. He had a flat top that used to land an airplane. He was quite strict. Imagine the fright that happened when I returned home one Saturday afternoon. I found my dad standing in the front room with a pink slip. Mr. Smoot had sent him, saying that his son was not performing as he should in class. On that, he said, 89 average in Algebra 1, not good enough for this boy. He wanted to see my dad the next at a conference. Mr. Smoot carefully explained that I could do better, but that motivation had to come from myself. He couldn't make me work harder. My dad couldn't make me work harder. I had to make that decision. That was a crucial learning point then, because as the years went by, it became obvious how much your self-motivation was. When I went to college, we were told that you'd learn as much in college in one day as you did in high school in a week. When you got to medical school, it was you did as much in medical school as college. That was, I don't want to talk about the 150-hour weeks we had to work as president. If you didn't have that self-motivation, you just weren't going to make it. Another one of the critical life lessons, see what you do. You had to self-motivate, you had to drive, you had to do it yourself. Mr. Earl, probably the most influential teacher of all my years. High school, college, medical, many other classes after that. Taught geometry, taught physics, taught English 4. Mr. Earl was enthusiastic about everything. Every geometric theory had a practical application. Shakespeare wasn't so tedious when you got to act out the plays in the room, just reading them. And physics, well, that was fun. One of our physics problems was to calculate how far a baseball would fly if you hit the baseball, spin it at a certain rotational velocity, hit with a bat that was heavy, how far would it go? Now, it was a tough problem, but we look back now, we see television, battery bullets, fix it, feet, outfield. That's all physics. So it took a lot of years to understand the importance of that, but now we see the application. But most important was just as focus on lifelong learning. You could learn from anything. You could learn from your area of expertise, from art history, literature. You just had to learn, had to think about it. That enthusiasm for lifelong would set you up for success no matter what you want. That lifelong learning has helped me navigate many changes in my professional career, from community pediatrician to pediatric children. Allow me to stay current, allow me to do the things I do, respected president of medical school. Bellevue High School carried me years after graduation. It helped me find my passion and helped me pursue it tirelessly. It showed me that motivation comes from within, and you had to rise to meet every challenge. You wanted to be a lifelong learner to continue to improve over the years. There were many other lessons I learned at Bellevue, lessons which have guided me throughout the years of training in a career of over 40 years. In retrospect, I want to thank all my teachers at Bellevue for the knowledge and wisdom they gave me. Without their guidance, encouragement, and support, there's no doubt I would not be here tonight to accept this award. Each one of your journeys will be different. The lessons you will learn may not be the same ones that I learned. The lessons you learn will carry you forward for the rest of your life. This is a very, very special night for you. You'll remember it for the rest of your lives. Hold tight to that, celebrate that, and remember where you came from. Congratulations on your graduation, and my very best wishes for your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vossmeyer. And now we'll have a musical performance by the Bellevue High School Band of Gold under the direction of Mr. Chris Wheeler. Senior band members, you can now join the band. Thank you, Mr. Wheeler and Band of Gold. We are very proud of all your accomplishments this year, and thank you for what you have added to our proceedings tonight. Superintendent Middleton, Board Chairperson Swope, and members of the Bellevue Board of Education. With the advice and consent of the faculty here at Bellevue High School and the powers vested in me in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, it is my pleasure to recommend to you and everyone assembled here tonight the candidates for the 137th graduating class of Bellevue High School. We have 57 members of the class of 2025. In order that all parents, guardians, family members, and friends can hear their graduate's name called, we ask that you please hold your applause until the entire class is called. Announcing the roll call of graduates will be Bellevue High School Transition Coordinator, Mr. Dave Pelgin.
Zayden Markel Adams. Maria Luisa Arzamendia. Lacey Paige Ball. Ethan I. Bramble. Jacob D. Bramble. Grace Renee Bullion. Nathan A. Casto. Brianna Clark. Shaylee Collins. Rylan Jade Cooper. Jada Renee Helena Dowell. Jayla Rose Dowell. Evan Alexander Erskine. Robin Fields. Kamaya Franklin Dirksen. Chase Gentrup. Vanya Marielle Grayson Vargas. Savannah Hardy. James L. Harrison. Marcelo A. Harold. Amari L. Honecker. Aiden H. Hurt. Nicholas H. Long. Paulina Ann Long. Alexandra Elise McPherson. Eloise McKay. Natasha Martinez. Sydney Justice Massey. Jenny Eileen Matthews. Courtney Lane McCarty. Max McDonald. Zachary N. Mertens. Ashley A. Moreland. Savon Oliver. Brielle Dale Alta Orms. Jose Palencia. Gabriel Edward Petrie. Adrian Jean Raridan. Logan C. Riggs. Charles Schmitz. Jesse Sims. Braden J. Sizemore. Tatum Campbell Sorrell. Thomas Anthony Sorrell, Jr. Anthony Starnes. Sierra LeKay Ann Sullivan. Tatum Nashay Thomas. Alyssa M. Thompson. Estella Trabaca. Selena D. Velasco. Elijah L. Wire. Callan Wheathorn. Miley Nicole White. Tevin Williams. And Cherry Woodward.
As I mentioned earlier, we are a school full of traditions, and I'd like to start a new one tonight. If you would get out your cell phone, please. Everyone in the stands, every staff member here alongside the stage, everyone on the stage. Please get out your cell phone. Turn on your flashlight for me. And hold it up. Can I have the lights, please? Members of the class of 2025, what you see surrounding you right now is called the light of Bellevue. This is the light since the day you were born has lit your path to this moment right here. From your first day of kindergarten to 5th grade promotion, to 8th grade promotion, to football games, basketball games, dances, and everything in between. All these people that you see holding up a flashlight have lifted you up along the way and led you to where you are tonight. When you leave these doors tonight, no matter what you're going to do, college, career, military, trade, doesn't matter. The light of Bellevue will still be lighting your path and showing you the way. But more importantly, the light of Bellevue will always be here to welcome you home. Congratulations, class of 2025. Can we have the lights back on, please? All right. Here it is. Superintendent Middleton, members of the Bellevue Board of Education, distinguished guests, faculty and staff members, parents, family members, and friends. It is my distinct pleasure as the principal at Bellevue High School to present to you the official graduating class of Bellevue High School 2025. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. You are now alumni of Bellevue High School. You are the next layer. In the light of Bellevue, represent Tiger Pride in all that you do. We will love you. We will miss you. You are welcome back anytime. Congratulations. We ask the graduates please remain standing for the Bellevue High School alma mater and then for the recessional.